paper. Budget me a flat. Say one more minimum I can say and be a flatter. That is I don't know what you assume a new yede. Say the way kono and the or the passum. And Tisana budget na ye. Udomu suko ekumiya ana who say budget no 2026. At the papa beer said anywhere abai no ebe di ama on my way. Na slogans ne kasa ana omoka.
Enra mbrasebe je fie wo sori ejina onan so ekasai wo kasai kakra efa fango enhyehyeye eho na odi be ram ewo the tourism industry no na dia na wo pesa wo kire ema Ghana fo nyina munti ase ewo 2026 budget in
yo Oheneba enra me kasa fa eniema miensa ho edikan eye wo hwe 2026 budget ni ma finance minister Eddie Ashim say omubesi stadium miensa ewo Regency Stadium eni honum ana mi yi Ghana for asutri eyi eye parliament asutri say eye 2025 year yi wo ma enko na yi budget a finance minister de buy o kan say eye Baba Yara Sports Stadium ewo Kumasi eye Accra Sports Stadium eye Esipon Stadium Sports Stadium ewo Sekendi ewo Esipon Takrade eye Abreu Sports Stadium omu be renovate sa Sports Stadium we nyina amana ejina ne na so and year 2025 deal 2025 budget a omu ye no omu ka so be renovate sa stadium we nyina no ebesi ne sa stadium yi amabu boss nyina no renovation no ankoso omu anya renovation dia ana yera 2026 mu mo sa dia ba be share budget mu say mubesi stadium miensa ama Ghana for na renovation kekempo no mantini anye eye be na wotwe ni etwa mu na mete say sports minister akota krade akwa shebo say nche ombe renovate Esipon enti 2025 dia kwa no untini nye na 2026 o be share bofo for say obesi stadium for be den ya jiwedi eno eda nche a eye omo manifesto mu omo ye promises bi omo sombe ye youth ICT parks ewo eye region bia omo be create fintech fund $50 million emebu the person omo sia omo ye abeful software developing name other eye fintech omo e be set can be the omo e be seen budget ni na aba say the media review budget for 5 ka wa nina ya ntashiwu enye mo mo sese budget ni so mbe ya abo amabu na mo nye adwuma ye nyina ya ntashiwu ye tie ene se sa NEIP NYA ene other institutions that will development as na no mo no this come on and also shema adwuma ba ko no nyina boni be ka se duplicity of tax ejuma ba ko na omu nyina repeat the sadis kama omu enti yenhwe da hu enuma bia ebebo amabunu ewo omayimu ewo omo budget na omo di abanimu and apart from eno no omo fa eka so omo discover ma say enuma we am omo dia ejuma afimu no obehwe next ka no emu be 30% ana omo di akọ enti budget a omo di aba 2026 no enye mo ba keka ne fa yenim say 2026 omo first kanko enu bi na obo say a teacher for asha asu say omo allowance bi ni ade na ema because minister eso control inflation into to assets ka we na ma ne cost system ni ma o so say inflation be cost ro ono so da bo ne ho safo hene say ono ne finance minister ono ye sada hene a wachi nyama inflation aba from enti ene esika no ontua ana ayeden akwama inflation akotro we are no free wa energy sector o sha budget ni ma omo bo mo safo hene so o mama ECD car of o mama ECD car from and then can you dina so omo de 1200 megawatt plants power plants omo next year omoma eye AXA any Senate about 700 megawatts eba beka ho enti utie ni saa wa de be yo say eh ene afi ba ku no ma ye saa de ma we nyina ana ni yi o ma sutire say enti sa eye ECG ka akofom no ECG for na ba be share eye energy committee of parliament branch bedrum ana ECG for buy no omo say e kana akofom ni nyina che a contract bi na wo ho e wo say for supply na mama ECG ana omo chicha contract ni bi ni enti chicha contract ni bi mu a de ya wo ka be de e de conform ana two nkania ye ne ye to no omo tutum this year nkoma tumu 18.4%.
Why tia no ekosoro
omo tum akọ 18.4%. enti ye de ya wo tu nkania mu a wo revenue and also we seek out with no ebe kosoro ana we hear no free wa MPP abai no eba be free so no na omo di bidi e friend smart meters aba sa meters no edu o ha utumi talk anya ne kwa wo phone so enti sa smart meters no omo de be 1 million and be good enti ado eno ana omo installing ama sisi ano nkofo eton kania na efa abefu kwan so a ama omu revenue akoso no mo nse saade ne ade papa nti eye 2026 ECG4 a project is omu combeto 3 million of smart meters e dey replace old meters ni bebre apart from no ECG4 sa ka say eye haptel na maybe atwam NDC4 be ka say Dr. Baomiadia say ye ba ayi afie mu a eye o matoni general eko haptel for okoka so enya no kwese eye obi dia na eye onim haptel da na chese ya kuhie na ensure na campaign mu na NDC for di chair no ECG for say haptel dumedi omo ne ECG edi no eno so abo omo paama omo sikasem akosoro it is a finance minister oba be ka say ECG ni ma akosoro na otum de ni nyina ye nsiseye Akufo-Addo Baomiaban no ede tutu ho na ama ene ECG enema as ayede ejira ne na so wuyi edo free ho no ma sa Senate ene AXA plant na omo S2026 ba no about 700 megawatts no eye Akufo-Addo ne Baomia apenso ana sabe no Dr. Matthew Opoku Prempe na po ede adwin ba say eye northern sector if you Ashanti region econo nkania ni ntimi nyina so enti anwoma so ewo oforikrum yenkwate bia bi na yenyi ameri plant aye under VRE emra meti anwoma so na yemfa sa plant no empower Ashanti region eco northern sector na stabilize power na fi se power no so di fa ko sombo ba na enam gridku enhuma ne so a edu ekwa na sa homa na ekwa ne wa ebedru Ashanti region eco north na ho de ne so ate eno kaima grid kofo will be there your transmission losses and my transmission losses no ekofom enti se wo de ba be hye eye ahoma so dia eno no wo power fi ahoma so ana eko na police ade ne ba ye no ana eye power IPPs independent power producers ni eye free di Senate ene AXA omo ye se ni omo so be ba ahoma so no ma ba be thermal plant ewo ho enti be ji asase a omo be thermal plant ewo honom omo ye sanso gensa energy actually pipe the bab free tema ba be do ahoma so a omo de gas eba eye ahoma so senya sa gas no here for be gibi senate me answer for be gibi na sa plant ni wa ya eye nanado apenso omo sha se so mo si no eno na 2026 ebeba ababe ka ho aboa oman no enti wo de kwhye budget mu ka na enti se de wo na 2025 wo ba na wa be bia na enye no kre eno eye nanado ene Dr. Baomia na po omo ni swali no omo hyehyeye ana ene baba eye 2026 eba enti mfa nsha o budget mu eti se de wo ababe ye bi papa bi na adedo ye hu ne se ye se wan ka se otu wa ye yi bone MPP me atwam ne ma bi o wa ya nkasa e ma NDC di ye campaign ti aye edu be bi no mo se ya ye ba ye nkane afa ye mfa ahwe nka ho enso ene ye tumi akyere mam no nkofo hu se eye na nado apenso no more than 1,600 megawatts. So what they ask an extent here 2026 every can bar. That is more than 2,000 megawatts. And another Edebeka Yenkanya. Apart from that, Oko solar energy. Nanado be more than 170 megawatts. And Ebeka Omuba when normal for Ebeka. The Yayanana Omuyade Omukwim. We check to set substations and another ATC across the country. 33 kVA lines are just a near be brave and for energy sector. Nina Abua ama and the Yankanya Negrasso. We are no free honoma. Apart from so about to turn Kanyam 18%. No, almost the 1 CD levy. 1 CD levy. Aba Ghana need to better petrol be a letter no. 1 CD no oya den o say here. Now, no, almost some of the legacy debt. Legacy debt. Say a card that a whole free to. And only the one to the beach. And near the bias out of fuel, air gas, the oil, and the power plants, I'm almost they are producing. Now, legacy debt in the day. You were a bra, Mahama bar for now. Or your man pay. Or suddenly doom so eba Ghana. Na yenkanya asem ne ho ayedi ana omo kwase inside contract bi a ye friend take or pay agreement ya ne say kania no ye produce na uji o wanji ubetia ye din kania na beti on nkwa de uji o wanji ubetia that's how be no omo inside contract na ama ne bro de Ghana ne ehia so enti afi omo produce a ye yenhia ni nyina na ye tiaka. Enti de yenhia ni nyina na kufado ba 2017 no afibia no otua 1 billion Ghana cedis e de masa IPP no producing kanya free of charge in kanya ye Ghana fonji ye no de omo fama ECD mo omo fama ye no ni nyina na kufado afibia otua 1 billion sa enti 8 years no 8 billion cedis ana akosa ankofo we ho na edru ba bi no na ni tia ayede na almost the this article pay the buy. Into almost no mukase. Energy sector no a cow a kafan take or pay agreement now or more the buy no. And then the man make us say some monster take or pay agreement no. And your man the best Ghana for call. And no more buy and so almost had the 1 CD aba say Sakani no. Never 1 CD need in chia. It is a way let's say and in Kania Jumano. Na what they appeja kakra enya de fufu bi na waye dey ama Ghana for na etiti omomo remu 1 CD level na wo gige no ana omudi tia busumi bia no 1 CD level ne ma buy 450 million afimu no ebe ma buy almost more than 5 billion Ghana cedis afimu no wa bra kufado penso na sa 1 CD ni ho afimu no this or no construction 1 billion Ghana cedis and or the church as a canina. Nti we know enya de ato force no about to force finance minister why are the fufobia omo na de how ebeto yeso and omo aba ye omo anime how am de beto yeso nti omo sa de how foforo 1 CD no abeto yeso ade ba ko ewom ne say wo ka say 1 CD level na ye tia no ha adwen ebinum so ti tia petrol bo akofom na ade ba ko wo say a driver phone ne say se petrol bo akofom a wo driver no anke wo say unya so mfa so petrol bo na ekofom no e dey ya wo transport fare no so wo better so it is a what transport fare no so a you commensurate to the petrol no bo na wo ye dey wo to no wo ya se usika wo di kofie no se na ye 1000 a ebi ba me ka 1000 na di kofie and so wo ya abai ne say set you 1 CD ye dey e ka enti wo income a wo ye adwuma wo benya no eno na so ye dey e te no ma we nyina no ye ncheche asema nkofo nti ase enti na abra ye debate no e wo se ye ka e ma Ghana 40 ase and lastly adia me di chart okra ne say wo sha budget ni mo a ye ko 2024 election ye nuanom e yisene ye nuanom e tonyom ye nuanom a ye from creative so my way mu do na tukodi NDC fuachi a mo kadi NDC fuachi sa anti me de na minim say ye papa John Dramani Mahama abidi mampeni anka tourism and culture the ministry no sikapudo ade bako ame ade abo yenuanom no enye sika ketwa osha manifesto omo manifesto mu promises are a home for tourism sector promises na ko be 100 enti mi hu say sa promises bebre no eno na ma yenuanom nyina atudi omachi na ade esere wo ho ne say eye afi etwa mu 2025 ye betwa mu afi we mu budget a omo ye no omo allocate 160 million na tourism ministry me say we call even national youth authority a onye ministry a oye authority keke no the budget a ye de ma no we call national entrepreneurship innovation program NEP the budget a ye de ma no krampo no ministry of tourism budget in Rusa afi 2026 a ye de remu no ministry of tourism budget is now 255 million Ghana cedis na dey say we want to say abanye so kwa top pad abe chama school kwala afia we ni top pad ni chama school kwala o se next obeta top pad a chama school kwala etiefu meaning say obako school pad no we nya bia na pad ni mpo no a question aye bi say ade na wo mfati canin si factory 2025 sanka wo the pad ni si factory and ke bi abetia ye pad na fofofo Ghana ha a chama eye nkwala we dey wa anya ne sa anka pad no factories ni betumi kra fa nkwala bebre mabunu ni adwuma ama oma ye bi wa anya ne sa wo di skani na akoto pad a wacha di be pad ne fa ye wo si next year wo sa akoto pad what kapudo 292 million Ghana cedis so de kwa akoto pad a pad na akoto no 6.6 million pad no ba ku bia ye 45 cedis pada okwa marketer will bro 20 cedis no ba ku bia ye 45 cedis eno na honorable Vincent Asifo abeka say we dey ye nchobo ana omokote a eye speaker ebisa say nchobo eye dey ya ye cheche no parliament no enti me ya me debate no am kire say eye ministry of tourism budget out the 155 million. Ministry ni agency section asira almost 255 million. Now one single item pad keka okotono on the budget 292 million. Wait now Ajea offer tourism sector and a creative no na dia yakra wo mu ne say na do apenso enye ye ni akwesi agiman e the program be by a near friend of the year of return and beyond the year of return no and no ma eye abone amawfo ewo Europe ni ade ye board mo chance some baga na fe do December aho go to be baga na fe Ghana de say yes e ka na ye free saade ni na ye sika ketwa omuba Ghana ma e do December show no musicians ni bo show ni back to back because show bi abego bi ani pa be ye homa ama musicians any creatives ni sika e free ubeje di say out of political experience politics inti abawe baaye yenya abeku Santana no di ani omo say ya of return ni no machem omo di bibi ba omo kwa na nyanse wo wiase na wo butu nti omo di bibi ba your friend the Black Star experience no Oheneba omo ka say the whole year program ti January ya wo de ebeye February ya wo de ebeye ye be kwa market Ghana che nipa ba Ghana ni ade ho festival then poetry omo ka niema bebre afiwe aba na wiye and you a Black experience the motor home popular and you be a team for home popular yantoshi ye correct December mu ebeti sabi December programs are and the year of return sabi ye nim ye ekoso Ghana amount for boy year of return who they will ewa manoni anka celebrities ewa abroche ni bi asase e America ni ade so mo ba Ghana no ebesi sabi yente ho hwe yente ho popoye enti oma ba be gu tourism sector no oma be gu December ye branding na ye betu ni December to remember e wo Ghana oma be gu no ene wo kwa Nigeria he ya sa year of return na ye ya December to remember ne ba ye no Nigeria fa somu mo ye December in Nigeria ma chance ya omo bo ho dewuro because omo say Ghana ye serious ye de na ye kofa ba ye ntumi ankuam politics nti ya say no enti say Nigeria for ana esum no ma ye wo Nigeria senia e betwe a tourist e betwe ahoho de abo mu krom na sa dollar omo ba omo ba bi dini ade no omo ko de tumi jane na so enti we na me chekire mu e wo me debate mu say eye budget na omo de ba no enam sika enko sika honorable atofo onchia or the control inflation enti wayama ministries ni bebre adani agencies obuntimi ni aduma wayama hwe nkoso wo man ni ana me chechire mu na me chechire mu nso me de toto bible ho e de tell mo o Proverbs 6:6 bible cafe yanko intatia nchen na yanko sia na afan na emra emra de no odi aduane ni bi de efi we de mema literal tree translation odi aduane ni bi fie na yabra harvest no odi aduane ni bi fie na abra enu ade no wo yisu na nka se ye omanya ya ready say your traditional ways of doing things no you be move away from na ye the pragmatic solutions aba be move your money forward ya started program bi ya wo say boa oman no anka ye be hwemu kena na ya boa oman na mana konanim dan say ye di sika kubi obekwa akotopad na a whole sector ministry like tourism ye agency we wa brand ye nim say ye won kwala bebra tourism as a course university mu and now university for graduate question kwala graduate as tourism students that's even tourism sector ne budget so small san kwala we obupia ebede no monya adwuma yi that's say aban no ndwe hwekai onfa dwumadia ebetumi aboa oman no ntia no amote ya na sa na tie
right me da say mo ene osompa e de ma Ghana ene oforuko constituency nyina I want to believe say obafia obenya braba ne atrase ato ankomobo no so
Oheneba na me adoma me hwese free next week me be fie also Oheneba ade atomani etina church Friday me ya me nsiye ma asia aka baabi ama me ya nsiye won kan ha nti na me adoma Friday me ya nsiye ni ye na me ne busa for class bibi ato ya next week meba fie na me be fie so a meba studio na ya tena ya twetwe nkomo
right me da se kwesi na menka ho
ya menka mo so mo
for krom rashe begani Michael Kwesi Edu ena enra ojanan so awo rashe begafie no ntokura ededa 2026 akwamabosika aban foto samfo ede kwa rashe begafie e ma Ghana fo nyina atibie na wo mu susu se asem da ndi Ghana fo monye so no o kyerese dabi over budget no na wutie nsem a wo mo aturu nyomo kyere de na wo fa ne saade a wanhwa ubedi udokono ekwa ene mu nkyemu ena no pay wode ama matiefo ene mahwefo yi miti dunkono abo apa no so Wontumi TV so nie on Facebook Wontumi TV live sanso ena Instagram ena YouTube no Wontumi TV live me ba cho get me another video enra honorable Dr. Nana Ayu Afriye enso so eja na mo so ekasai na arawosam ode betu dwa ene se nkronketoa ewo wachire kakra ode ka ekwa wobre odi moto kwa obre enti asupiti nketenkete the chips compound the health centers ewo wo honom a se bribi etu obi putuprum na ebia ohia moja ohia drobi a Dr. Mahmoud Bamia etrase agireye ede zip line eba ya ye de fa enuro eni moja ekọ manfo ewo ye nkronketo mu no ene NDC aban yi baye almost sikani ho it is zip line centers no center no makoma komiensa ana oma close no oma mu ye adwuma wonum no de omo no mo yere no mo ma ebediye aban fa hom afa wo mu so a enkrotu a ye de emoja ni nduro every sa centers miensa no komo mu no and then put to prove obi yare obi pra aboatia ka obi ko fo na sika ko twa no na ye pedo pane de awo no ye pemoja de asi no so na awose zipline no ede niema no kwa sa centers miensa no aban sika ni ho enti wa close it down yenkotie doctor Nana Ayu Afie bebacho.
Right, honorable speaker, thank you. As I take my turn to comment on the principles of the budget, Mr. Speaker, I've heard the Minister of Health speak copiously on the policy, and as I take my turn, I would want to say that there's a high level of inconsistencies. There's a high level of inconsistencies as far as this budget is concerned. Mr. Speaker, I'm not sure the resetting is actually adjusting. I'm not sure the resetting is adjusting. Mr. Speaker, if you go to paragraph 590, it says that, Mr. Speaker, the ministry continue to expand access to quality health care in line with the universal health coverage roadmap. The National Health Insurance Fund was uncapped to provide stable financing for vaccines, essential commodities, HIV services, and free primary health care initiative under Mahama Care. Mr. Speaker, this paragraph, I will dissect it into two halves. The first half, Mr. Speaker, is talking about uncapping NHIF. Mr. Speaker, this doesn't sit well with the people of this country. Mr. Speaker, if you talk about uncapping, last year the envelope was 8 billion, capped to 6.8 billion. Of the 6.8 billion that was given to the NHIA, 6.5 billion was released to them, performance of 95.5%. Performance of 95.5%. Mr. Speaker, when you uncapped, the envelope size was 10 billion. It was revised to 8 billion. Mr. Speaker, when it was revised to 8 billion, you capped an amount of 20% for the Mahama Care Trust. Now, and that's by law, Mr. Speaker, that is by law. 20% of that amount was allocated for the Mahama Care Trust. Now, in essence, that was capping. Now, if you cap 2%, you have taken 1.6 billion out of 8 billion, and that remains 6.4 billion, which is woefully less of what we allocated to the NIA last year. We gave them 6.8 billion, and you gave 6.4 billion. Mr. Speaker, as of now, 25th November, you have performed worse. Mr. Speaker, the allocation to the NHI as of now is woefully under 4.5 billion. Woefully under 4.5 billion. The allocation to the NHIA is woefully under 4.5 billion. Mr. Speaker, this statement said, we are uncapping to make funds available.
Honorable
but if
member,
you uncap and cap,
honorable member, please, yes, a minute.
The respective documents to the table's office. Otherwise, you are misleading us, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, to solve the problem, I want both of you to table your documents to solve the problem, so that we know whether it's 4.5 billion or 7.5 billion. We just need your documents, and that's all. We'll solve the problem. Yes, but you may continue.
Mr. Speaker, so if you uncap and make 8 billion available, and you further cap it by 20% to Mahama Care Trust. Now, what is actually available is not the 8 billion, it's actually 6.4 billion for NHIA to perform. That's the truth. So we cannot be here for you to write in the statement that the NHIF was uncapped to provide stable financing for vaccines, when you know very well that the uncapping was recapped and what is available is not actually what you are saying. So this one doesn't really sit well with the agenda resetting. Mr. Speaker, then again, you look at the statement of the minister. He says that, and the free primary health care initiative under Mahama Care. This is confusing. Mr. Speaker, Mahama Care, you are saying, is for specialist services. Mahama Care, you say, is for non-communicable diseases. Then again, you come and say in this statement that we are making funds available as we made it for Mahama Care to take care of Mahama Care, including free primary healthcare services. So the free primary healthcare services, are we further smuggling that to be under Mahama Care to further compete with other financing allocation to the NHIA? This is inconsistent. This is so inconsistent. Mr. Speaker, I'll move on. As I move on, I come to the principles of the budget. You didn't talk about blood, the lifeline of the human and the lifeline of this country. Mr. Speaker, today I say and I tender in this document that Zipline is decommissioning. Is decommissioning 4 of its centers. Sorry, 3 of its centers. Center 4, Center 5, and then Center 6. What does this mean? There has been non-engagement. There has been non-engagement and also inability for government to provide funds for Zipline. Mr. Speaker, the allocation this year was 20 million, knowing very well that you owe Zipline as of now 175 million. Mr. Speaker, what this means is that, as this letter says, they are shutting down these 3 centers. The Enum Center supplies the whole of Volta region. It supplies part of Eastern region and the Afran Plains. Mr. Speaker, they are also shutting down the Western North, Seshi, the minister's own backyard, Seshi. We also distribution center. That means that they are not supplying blood, medicines, vaccines to the whole Western North, part of Western region, part of Central region, Ashanti region, Ahafo, Bono. Mr. Speaker, they are also shutting down, effective today, Table Office, the Kachi Distribution Center. And that means that Kachi, part of Savannah, and also East Afran Plains, effective today, people are going to die needlessly of shortage of blood, medication, vaccines. Mr. Speaker, the reason why they are shutting down is because of the lack of funding. The resetting has made sure that there's no funding to the Zipline entity. The
floor of Parliament. Mamenko phone line this way. Na me engage no na obiba can say further and better particulars. When change mu yema yensiamo ente say Libra, good morning.
Libra, good morning, no Libra.
Yeah, bibia boko.
Ya me daro manamuso e.
Not dum enya sama enra odebetu jo ma shebeje fia e dia yem hyehye ababa omaiga na mu a enkeye pa se de Zipline for centers mako miensa ena sikasemunti abayi etumu a wobi awo miamia sa Zipline centers support mu enro emoja ene vaccines mpane a putuprumu se bibi china na okowu anisa.
I am no kwemi ni amiche tifo na machia asokore ne fidiasi for dida na dia aya system research in 94 de ba you know adia ediao ebagana say bia wara beto Zipline na John Mahama AC ho no 2016 na Zipline ni ho na ye Ghana akonanim ye difika ye adwuma na o research say wo be ye free ho no akọ demu abra ebeye adwuma no se dem faso abeye Mr. Anba adia omo yeyi omo the letters across all the district hospitals enra many of the hospitals letters across here and then no na man for best party and na ye best attraction kwa akra baby excuse me and na ye best akra baby because yet the obi wo every minute. I will cook as you cook between. And I go out quite maybe I could try to see now the call. Something that say you could see solution in the course. Now that line on that at the planer a day Mojano echo 2 or more. Say I won't switch you so what him for the back or 2 of a paper. Ain't you know, say oh take a decision be not say what's in kind. That be our kind now come on to be our qua. The name say yeah dream or more. Say be way no one. Sanka ya dia ya walk sanko for no one dream. And can zip line no. Odi omoka 175 million. Na oma ba eno mo se mo ntia se na mo nka. Mo so me du ba ko ni. Muntimi enti omo ye. Mumfi omo ye. Omo nka se mu se ade no ase. Mo pese mo che omo se munya mo adwuma. Omo se okay ene ye bestati atutum. Mo so nya na ni omo che omo letter. Omo che omo letter. About the female. It's just a boapayo. A political decision. Now, I'm only in Ghana for you. But see, and not be seen there. So, all started, my correspondence, a call the dear, I won't go to 2 now, who could hear the ACC free and there, I say, yes, free a cry, a sign said, Nipa, or be any moja, blood and blood related stuff. Even cooking Simukano, moja wedding, now cook it will. And in Pebble, no. Zeppelin and you free cook, Kessimu, not at the speed, no comma cook, it's 1 for. And ne obi wo kumasi and a cry. And ne offering the cry, it's sign moja, not a copper say a cockroach, kitchen. And a moja and says, the true moja penny the video mawu. Ye treat mojano, and the tissue of some moja with you, at the one more clear, I am from problem mobia. Sign money a treat mojano, Nina, Pogugu, cook, Essie. In the empire says, the treaty will cook FEMU and as a plan for the Akoma cook, it's for. In the old say, me my and almost near Jumabi. What game? The dear cook, it's money and the treat in the blood. What game? A coin obeying the blood. And again, it's a china a binding to her. Oceanina, she got the Shimua, a bear the whole Ghana, and then Kaukutia Kakama zip line poor, and can obey to me a co because Africa no uni and now kasa uye ni na bit me do be enfiadu na aka bebre eko eniya nti menhu the abani person kire Ghana for ntiase research no aye basa research na politics apomudin so yeva politics ni adwuma o the politics ko ye pe o be fedi ye do tu apomudin a wo ye adwuma pe na wo je ubi bia ko ye said the Odia Ghana for who can award. That is all. In the abiding Ghana for the year. And that is exactly what I was talking about yesterday. Government must sit down with them. No muntio mokana omo and continue say omo ye juma send what say Ghana has say omo distribution centers are omo de niema ko ma nkofo eyensia mienu na omo tumuno na Oheneba witi Monday and the U.S. government a zip line $150 million all across the globe. Say, Omofanya. Can you imagine, say, zip line for companies can with U.S. government last year? Almost the gun and a year case. And then, almost catch there, Abani say, you be next to be. The woman say, I can't sentence me. Let's say, zip line for Ghana, Hamina. That sentence me US bonus on the Yamamo. Normally, Yamamo, ya de can a can home and a mutia. This year, more Yanko Daro, my Abaya or Ghana, no. Probably say a Bayamamo. In the Apatia, yes, I mean, no mamma. Not a tickano so. Not Ghana fully mania so far so. It's say, almost person with the zip line, the Yajumano. And no pono crano, almost so, and person obey. Free distribution centers to be sponsored by the U.S. government. Abra around that for Oma apply, say Omobeya Maomo. Indeed, we are going backwards. The research is taking us several steps backwards. But the pain is not the backwards. And yet the effect of the backwardedness, a honey yame, the effect in Crawford, Ebeshri Omunkwan, Obefre, the dear zipline enko e was if you hold money na obehu say you see enra amanfo ewu instance moja bi ho. That is my problem.
Before sir enra wo be dis ankomo na just about a month ago na ye sha say yetete say software hospital health facilities no edi use di adwuma no eno so ensem the back and forth say wo kwa yesi kone you folder ama doctors be kwa complain say keeping records of patients are able for further treatment and consultation no eno so akwa ya asem. I don't know if you can update us the current situation now.
On that subject no generative issues. Now, I don't know where they are now on that subject. I must be honest with you, because on my auditing, and I'm then done also now na oye jumano. Never so be different. The questions be on their phone, on their mano. And auditing also, and there's supposed to be a series of meetings, but I'm happy to say ministers now not almost the project in the back. You've been speaking to it, and I know that in due course, no. The meetings that we are looking forward to, but again, it's the same thing that this is just like trying to say Obesis and Yamano putting Yama together. Now, all the call it that they will, and no creative problem in health sector. Health sector, there was uncommon to us. Now, research, no, and Yadia was about, but research is creating problem in the health sector all over, and that is not good.
Dog, may I say?
I'm not ready to Oheneba. Thank you.
Dr. Nana, are you a free? And no, it's me bacho. Most of my mame, let a free Ghana health service or a buyer. Womo, Kasa, or master put operation. War the Seri Yoso Center no. Na wa Seri Yoso and then important work crowd here. And Gauba Kasa health minister on one Kasa, Nevina no pay. Enti enei se oyare na se bibi tu putuprumu na okwa asupiti no kazimline ena de aduro moja mpania ebebra na doctor for de gyan so amunu mu wonu ahwewa sa operational center no yatum aban sisika anyhow. And the letter reads it was dated November 24th. That is now in the last 3 days. That is 2024 bo ena womo edibaye na you said the center na makum yensa eno matum the Volta region hobefa eastern region kakra Ashanti region kakra western region ahafo ne bunu enso kakra sa amia ni nyina wo ho sebe akuafo ya mukuafo mu a nyame amfafie aboate kwakaw wonya nkwanhia wo yare putuprum yede wakwa asupiti wohia moja wohia aduro naka entumi ma wantantama zipline no di aduro na se moja ne ebeba no sa amia ni nyina no aban se sikani ho etuwatum enya adwuma biu reset agenda na ye namu na ena ye krim meba chom yenko yanimu ai na yenkore na achechefo nsusu yese professional allowance bia e wose o munsa kam na kai teacher professional allowance eye abai ba kuno chese wode ba ye nu otuatua nkakra ma teacher fo ya wo mu hwe mu ha fa no besinde abai we ba ye ontuai immigration workers yeso mo rent allowance 2025 abai entua bi newly posted nurses omuso aye adwuma 11 months bosome ba akopɛ eno omuso akatua akɔ na controller de krata bi ababonten bahye boame na menkenkan na the ntia sa ne me akoba ne sei no. So the release came yesterday. Was a delay in payment of 2 categories of allowances. The Controller and Accountant General Department wishes to inform all stakeholders, particularly our colleagues in the education sector, that 2 categories of allowances scheduled for payment in November 2025 could not be processed due to a technical hitch encountered during the final payroll run. to avoid any further delay in the payment of November 2025 salaries for all government of Ghana workers. The processing of these allowances was paused. We assure all affected workers that the issue is being resolved. The outstanding allowances will be paid together with the December 2025 on December 18th, 2025. We regret the inconvenience caused and sincerely appreciate your patience. Na December 18 no ana cheche for say abaibowa na abaiwe dia okasem na agini dia wan hwa obedi lokrokwa is our kasem ene eche obeye bi wontumi nyini ni amane nyeye na baako ene se eniema 2024 mu ya campaign o mokeka ye ene 2025 budget ndi o mokeka o se ombeye no for 2025 budget na de o maye no enru 30% mpo enti de wo kai no eya kwese ye mekasem ema omu ebonyo na December 18 no na ye kika wrabro enti se kodruwo na Bible kan bi se o bibi nsunti ya ntumi anya na je se omu de kwa akowura afefofo mu anu no ana efinra enyumre neighbor no social media no so aye de teacher for na ji omu samba ye ka kire mo ana mo antie ye kayo wo mu a o ma ye adwuma agentete ye I go through process you see post to no thousands of them obotifie o ma ye adwuma 10 months 11 months 12 months 13 months wo mu so akatua emai and then back and forth. Abai when some more kaya in opposition na no and ne onya mamu otumi no wafa Ghana for sabe ye nkwase afo edo betima edo pe bia cheye no no jo mahama no kra de o mabio empe vote enti no we reset back to dead gold syndrome na na watimu am bosa ba mame tete yohonu elete no na President John Dramani Mahama ebe kache Ghana for nyesi omu Ghana for kete you see obitimi hwe wanim eduntro ekere wa na one of us wadwene wo fom another two of our hwe omu wadwene wo fom po omu ji of us sabi wajimi ejo betimi ayedo pe bia de akere and so we share April 2nd 2025 Office of the President suspension of the grant of contract appointment. John Mahama, the secretary, Dr. Callistus Mahama, secretary to the president. 2nd April 2025. Letter no lines miensa, sentences miensa. The grant of post-retirement contract. Post-retirement say, why you want to walk me Jim? Nanga so okofie no abanse da bi ya ma contract bi abosumi miensa bosumi nsia afe enfie mienu neto aso ye adwuma no aban John Dramani Mahama se wo twam ebi nsi bi otinton time 2nd April 2025 the grant of post-retirement contract appointment to retired public service staff has been suspended with immediate effect. Consequently, all requests for such appointment will no longer be considered. 3. Kindly take note of this directive and ensure strict compliance. Signed, Dr. Callistus Mahama, Secretary to the President. And no poyo kweda sore ya. IGP tete yohonu. Abronya se ni shu ni efe ni se. Tunkusa. Abronya se ni shu ro no. Na shu no. Abronya so ya tobo. Tunkusa se. Na no gonga so shu kakoma. Yesu akwa ye nyinyini bei. Ye ka obi shu ho sama yesu shu kakoma. Anaza ushe moku. Anabomu. Anaza abomu. Na tunkusa de. Sasa bi ye ya pa. Enando poye kweda enam se President John Mahama NDC for emu Ghana for na omu fa se sebe ya nwini nti. Omu ka asem ne e che no ba ya de foforo. Krata ye ba ye 25th November 2025. Re-engagement as Inspector General of Police. Mami kinkai ni nyina mfam. Na kata no kami huni. I write to inform you that following the recommendation of the Police Council, in accordance with the relevant provisions governing the administration of the Ghana Police Service, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic, has approved your re-engagement for an additional 2 years upon the attainment of the statutory retirement age in December 2025. Your re-engagement takes effect from 28 December 2025. During this period, you shall continue to serve as the Inspector General of Police and discharge the duties and responsibilities attached to the office. 3. The present decision reflects the Council's firm conviction that your continued leadership is essential to sustaining ongoing reforms, strengthening operational effectiveness, and ensuring stability within the Ghana Police Service at this critical period. 4. You are kindly requested to indicate your acceptance. Now we will of this re-engagement in writing within 3 days upon receipt of this letter. Please accept, Mr. Inspector General, the assurance of the highest consideration of His Excellency the President. Copied, Christian Teto Yohunu, Inspector General of Police. Signed, Callistus Mahama, PhD, Secretary to the President, and copied to the Vice President, Jubilee House Accra, the Chief of Staff, Jubilee House Accra, the Minister for Interior Ministries. John Dramani Mahama. When can you be trusted? When can you be a man of your own words?
No.
When can you live as an example to many who look up to you?
Papa no edru baby a oka no kra kire ne ye mfi adwene nkoho wo se wontimi take decision ma no
we no kanya se campaign ya wo ya wodi ntro kakra no aka no kra kakra enti no a no mudi anami
so wontimi take
we kwa no anya mamu atumi na wie 2nd April ana abeka ye say sa na mo obi antu bio na so bi gbogbo de badan wa it will not be considered kesa wonyi mpo anu adi hu nkomo ana campus what taking with decision. So what changed? And the issue is the Ghana Police Service better off under IGP's administration? And one can say a new Sukran Pontino, Ebian and Juma Dia Way and Monday War Pontino, Yamana Twaso. The Ghana Police Service today. Ghana for Ekayo Namonti said this NDC party and near man no more opposition no more can add dead the do. What we said that for Quendusu man and now to be yes some Ghana Busu for. And in the way he now be Uncle Sankai, Dr. Mahmoud Bamia and MPP. No man for MP about Janko Twaba. No man go to the Sumpa 20. Nendi Senya Wontumi. They succeeded in doing that. And yet to about the Mao. On the lithium agreement, a lot of write-ups are Professor Jampo. I even don't have the desire. I am a the professor I come because they were here, Nisuni buying the exhibition of hypocrisy by Ransford Jampo. It was December 2023, and he wrote this on Facebook. This AEC at the Minerals Commission is such an arrogant chap. Where is the PRO of the commission? He can pander to his own incompetence, but he must leave the lithium in the soil if Ghana cannot get 50% of the proceeds. Right for jump no. Lithium agreement no. Say Ghana enya 50%. Na yes na nado. Ezi na ba mu mpanifo. Wo muso nipa bonifo ebi ma Ghana da. And he further wrote, Kobio, dear CEO of Minerals Commission, I am told you are worried about my use of strong language. So sorry, but unfortunately I am unable to be diplomatic about the seeming well-intentioned connivance in this whole lithium robbery. Now when I work in no, na do engagement agreement omo ye ne say ye benya between 10 to 13% o. And na runs for jampo but why will a government agency facilitate a lithium deal that will only be pretty good but won't be in the best interest of the country? Is it ignorance, wickedness, or connivance with a robbery for secret personal gain? This is what he was writing. Ras for Jampu. And then what told? And this is about Bemu. Shapers authority and walk now. Which we call that massaging chemu. Then massage will nine ukoko moti, would tea, will call, will food. Sabe, will show you an massage kahun. And you are enjoying life. You are living good. To Ghana for how any money bill. And he further wrote, can a Ghanaian investor go to Australia to mine lithium and take 87% and give the Australian government 13%? Now there's a 13% now. Nanado are buying, yes, I say, and only the Benya woman. Ras for example, say, a nipa for someone a bin sida. Investors can be sensible than us. We sat in the same classroom with some of them and beat them in exams. Where no church ye? Eno ma Ghana for adwene ye o mu say na na do de onwene Ghana ho kete. Dr. Baumia, the ministers, CEOs, omo nwene Ghana ho kra. Na ono ne John Mahama ne NDC no and ebe Ghana yi. Fast forward, NDC about power. John Mahama president. Rounds for example, an appointee of this government. One more minimum answer, we are seeing answer nyina. One more asofo bi say, woman na nyankopon yi mama Ghana. Lithium agreement no asa beda omanim. Go and listen to what Collins Dauda. Papa Penyina was DMP. So many years. Anka wo obedwene enjiri ma ho no. Go and listen to the posture about the lithium argument. Mame Collins Dauda argument no. And then the Collins Dauda say 13% and 10% now. Na do periama my Ghana no. Na illegal. Emretia. Na mom Ghana mra say omukwa 5%. And then Ransford Jampo will not write again. When any nimbe no. The timid yarn say BBC and training the corner on the end no. The timid nimbe yarn no. The timid nimbe yarn say or church and misleading Ghana for. Shake Ghana for before against the NPP. And the Dr. Baumia, another down Kwakufado. And you have to Obama NDC. And then the whole majority saying that the 10% royalty agreement for lithium mining with Barari, DV Ghana Limited, under a Akufo-Addo administration did not comply with the Minerals and Mining Amendment Act 2010, which set a 5% standard rate. To okuja to abla kwa mo kasa na na de ni paboni ni e no kwaje 13% dia mine no munim se mra we wo ho. In any case, at 2010 no one no wa by the same NDC government. The same NDC government.
And I'm say 5% don't pay.
85% na now do compare between 10 and 13% ya maye musi ni suni paboni for be mada and na abayimu mpanyinfo na other spokesperson for this Barari TV Ghana Limited omu defend omu so instead of 5% instead of 10% no yan kwaje 5%
adi tia Ghana defend omu tia Ghana
so mo dwene Ghana for
na ye den
na Ghana for ya catch them mantie me say ya mompa ya 4 years no ebe te say Nyankopon ka say Israel for kwankwaso mu 40 days no mkodi 40 years
some we utaka
ebe ye tin na obia benya ne die wom obia benya ne die wom people thought MPP ne ni omanya ye parish MPP ye to abatia omu and na the NDC aban eye no ni nsunsuanso no ye nyina na eka yen
na be hwe nyina yeso
ye nyina na eka yen
obia chire no
ayi video no
na ke finance minister come se be fia was you inflation aba from ya tete ne maso ama sanitary pad ko ba ko a 15 cedis na omutwa bu ba ya budget ti omu ko to sanitary pad ama nkwala no ma pege ba ko bo 45 cedis
can straight for sure
and so for nyina ya din I command for no obi ankasa biu and I saw this and I entered into the realm of the spirit and the Lord said to me and then ni nyina obi ankasa biu because obi akwaje appointment mama men what is your contract to trust kabeta the man rent
musika bebrebe
and ma fa Ghana for say nyina ye nkwasiafo mu betim de adwene di agoro na I'm hoping and praying that Ghana for every money did the ekosu nyina echi ade money be na Ghana for ye say akoto aba majority overwhelming majority
di amamu
ti Ghana no monte kamfa mon wele fa mamo yere no ne mon prafo you yamane tell na yanko na yenhwe yenia pani asenso bo achebe kan ho a ya to aso abonkomo yanko bye
emulate
Heba supplement ye papa pastor Safokan Tanka the African star edu papa wade aba ye de se ho yade no tutumi ka de kopebi wa bebi ato ebiduro bia na ye dura yade bia da mpo se doctor declare se kofie no kowu a ana se bia meka sei na wutie mi ye so onya kwankro yade bi yade ani eduro bia emulate betumi asawo na djuma ya no enti ne yese kopebi na moaw na ye maw a doctor from penifo number se bibia ni a ubetumi ani wonu makasa wo 0535112873 0535112873
na pad fun ko ma ye di so ho ye ma me a kire bruwa de afuo na we ne so eye papa ebo ama ne se anope bojwa fo no tukotonfo no bia akopa bi na muntu bi tonfa so wo so papa yeso ya pe ba ko de esiesie won no eboa emanioma nyina koboko anope bomodna fra bebia wo bia bebre obi na wonso de esiesie ho ewo 0553614442 ana 0277491385 Hepasco
Heba capsules obre buono adura wonum a ebeboa bo ho ban amotimi atena se nya nkwada no eno no nyankopon ye na fam de de boa ebo ho ban ho fam hunam fam nso woni pa wudidi a wonum nyina no enuane na ekomu no eniema bi wo mu a toda nso tumi kum na obetima bo ho ba firi ho a no anom Hepasco Heba capsules sanse brebo no ene nyame aye ne se emo hunam akwa na ewo emu no ho ban enti nuane ni ne ye nom a nkebe ku ye ntem no brebo na hwene nyina na apiegu na atimi aboa ye na brebo no koyare a ubewu ntem tini ase nom Hepasco Heba capsules na be ye fio empo hepatitis B brebo mu yade biada Pasco tu asienti baby ato biduro bi o benya bi ato ya ma doctor number sa ya friend wo 0557453579 ana 0501459255 Fosia men powder
mema won di duro di nie anope o ye be ma mema yo na ya bo ho ban wai wo so so a woda form flat na ya bomodna nenya fosuamen powder ni bi wo de ni tinu se wo hye mu kena bomodna hwe half fafra ku be so nanom ebeboa wo pa na wa woda form kojo to no de wo hye ne ma na so de afra ku be so na asa no waye boso me beduro no obeye breme mu anga.
That's right.
Fosua ko bi tese de koko yare no etwase deku na fosua eba mixture ne so abon ho ban every malaria fever ho wa aka wato a wonu mato a wontumi nidie no obodna akopɛ eduro we benim na kire on so do ase daba ba bi eto eduro bi a ebi wo ho on so betimi afrɛ
0244017097 ana 0552812912
Exodus Moringa capsules and
Exodus Dandelion capsules. Yeah, come from us. Sa to pay away. Wo bia hia bi. Na de ntia ya kan say ye ne same. Sciatica, diabetes, pressure. Ani ya de wudo obi aka no. So nya sa to pay away. Na asode anopa no moringa capsules ni mienu.
Dandelion ni mienu.
Awia moringa mienu.
Dandelion ni mienu.
Anwuma ya ne sa ma ye wate. Wo bede wo ho. Uwia aya pewe nso ka ho.
Exodus for you.
Ano so eye samu abeka no kokko no adie mi sam ko hwede nyina. Fa trade di kokko esa mprensa. Neka ede ebe mewu na asanso asaw yade. Yedi na nopa ne anwumre mprenu dako. Na we no mpeni ni mofra nyina adi bi. Na wo ye pani na odi a esaw yade nyina akire no.
Sanso yanti age no.
Enkwada no so.
Ebi amadwene mu.
Enti ne yase ko bebi eto ebidro bia ne ko bi sapebito. Wo ko atonso ago high school junction wodo ma bebi a ya obi to ne mpaboa no a. Ho na abenya doso po no akoton ya ba doctor number say bibia ni aya friend wo 0544447033 0544447033
Give up 4-in-1.
Eh gare si kire ka chem nya di do awo no na ne de nya asem keto kra
Give hot pepper na
ani ye moko hwehwehwe de choba fo indomie fo ne mai aduane no no a ani wo no ani aduane
SM
bitters.
I think Kendro Nini.
That's what I meant.
Sisi Yariane Beko. Also, I want to make Nina Asiedu. Diabetes Yariano Asiedu de Kula. SM bitters near Drano pay a babuao. Na penny quantra for dear dray by our da. A do about Santa no. Why tata shipa, Sabani stroke on the dry what in a te edia wow. It's an open 50 months and hour.
Mankesim Befi Chrome.
A crab open a mantamuso.
Odoko official town.
The number on a fray 0243
989368 and 0558379545.
Victory, oh victory.
Victory garlic mixture. Wow, was some night etimi Mr. Kwakwana so onyo post ni no achew. Untiri na mu asisi ubenya stroke ube winter Mr. Wada kope victory garlic mixture. Na be ka enkunuma busia no ho. Wa kokete so wontumi nna. Wo bi wo ha chese de nan ne widie mu kra hye no ene se obi atonadu. Obi wo wotia eja so kra ehye na wonti o. Mr. Wada e ma na kwa fichira mu hawo no munyina mu kope victory garlic mixture. Esaya de wodo pia yentimi mu oni nyina so. Entini yese ko ba bia to bido bia de ko bisa pebito. Ya ma doctor number se bibia ni obetimi friend wo 0242545633 0242545633.
Mama fa se passe gawo na yenkwankwaje ayare samapa ade bia ye body say yare de eye kitima
yes
kitima ya ba center na pani kwantre for that say yare sabia we ya no wo ye tatahwe se ba ne nemu sayare a what ne te ede aboa nemu sayare to me gija ni pedua no edi ni penya pa eno ti na doctor se bra na onte ha ni bi fan kan ni pedua no won fan pam sayare we ma wonde ho na ni gie ebebe fie doctor number ni nie
0246914717 0246914717
Kinota Company Limited NAD
TIME time heba mixture odi abedwa so no se bagi bie na eba malaria ade betu ase ama ho ato tempa se wa unim Dr. Asiedu num kina no the time heba mixture ane ne kaso so abedwa so a eno so ye nam nsan yade adwuma siesie ni pedua do ama wo ba ebesiesia mo ayo obesima mo wade aso mema nso esiesie mo paanti wo bema kopebi oba nso kopebi doctor se be bia to ebido bia na wato apeti kopebi na to na ho nto ni number no won sesa no da so aye 0244 417669 0244 417669
3P garlic mixture piwa ke fo na dia ba anope we ni edu a wonum wona wonsa na etitiriti wonan na eno so etitiriti no ayidie free honum stroke yare no edu we be pagya wagina ho wo anope wo jonso a wo bra wo te ya oni nyina be free wo won so sugar level no nyama be ye yie o high blood pressure na ba be dwane asthma te se wa yare no ebekọ wo anope wa ye kase abroso one from my gina wo furu na ye kutu no 3P garlic mixture ni edura anope ebeboa enu nti bomodna boru drugstore bi eben wo herbal shop no na won so kwaje bi ana afrepi work for 0248928824 ana 0201000021 Haxa Mr. Annie Haxa capsules abwabi ewo wa ba oridie mu a wodi unya pa e friend Helicobacter pylori na sa abwa we won na di ade e friend ulcer eba ulcer so ho ahomete pa wu eto dan so a won so adidie nso timi kofa ulcer bere wu kwa fa so awudidie wo stiase aha enti sa abwa we ba oridie mu a otwa kuro wo yam ekom de wa asem udidi asem ne ho ahomete se nti ne ase se wakwa wanya bi no wakwa na nkwa adu etimi tu ase ne yefre no Haxa Mr. Annie Haxa capsules na djuma edie nti na amanfo ate ne din se all satanfo esan se all se bi etu ase baby eto ebido bia na benya bi ato ye ma doctor number se bi ani ya friend wo 0240 238310 ana 0203822855 na typhoid fever na neje ni pedua na ye so bia to aduro gastro mixture ni anope ebebo wo say mensoplus mixture so aba abedomo ma no fitukrum ha ni amane ema ye no adimo na prostaplus mixture so aba mema na chiri dom mema no mo no bi ni nyina mo dwonso bokọ wa abro mo mbre omonte yaw nature medics enenwe wo dia ba da bi eto aduro bia enwe miense ebi wo ho Papa nature no pay
0248778899 0248778899
ABC game no
me say your mafa me phone won so far phone na dial *262# yes sibiu *262# o dial sa code we ascend o send we afa phone no keep pass na ba every eco z A to Z no choose letters na miansa bia to akoma so na wankasa send wo send wi a afe jaima wo no mu na ne tie ne se draw no be koso a se letters na choose ye no ba ko ba
sika no benya ne times 3 times 8 times 200
na every Friday
and no say jackpot no a real deal
wa nim po a
10% there unsa beka
Ruta natural product e no miensa ya tatahwe esese ni pedua Ruta Mr. no dey
malaria fever na se betu
na ma ho ato sa na Ruta tonic no so
typhoid ne beko
tramenti afe Ruta live and be wuru ni pedua no wontini ni mama moja timi adi afusani ye no akoso nya ahode aduane a wodi ehya so amo aye cheko anka oba yare no Ruta live de be ni na fro na mani pedua ne nya ahode so kwatimi gina na so enti ye se ko ba bia to abido bia na ko bisa ne pebito na norway tatahwe anu onam eho adanse ye dawson doctor number ni adema wo say bibia ni afre wo 0244485632 0244485632 Double cut out of just now penny and Abraham or the tin call the sissy the cotton betting about
Dennis Abana, you're running through now.
That's right.
Many times for quick one. Daily graphic, okay. Daily graphic. Yeah. Prince Edward Arnett and Jubilee House Deba. GRA security block 3.6 million Ghana cedis revenue loss. Supreme Court dismisses application against Heath Goldfields mine acquisition. And a big story. A graphic business Stanbic Bank breakfast meeting insulate NDPC, National Development Planning Commission, from politics. Speakers advocate. But I can call the next one. So na yanko share what's up there. Daily Guide or Chronicle and the Ghanaian Times and with the Eba quick
Gasimiankwe
but akam okay mama time from ra mama time about from na minimum entrance among comosisi we are when mu say Honorable Francis Asenso Boache ebeba abetrase na yene no edinko ansana nonkuno echi meter dia senum no ya sori ama Fancy Di Maria anything no enyina enso aba time HH heba mixture a stop and a time heba mixture enkomo na yeba abedi Wontumi TV on Facebook. Wontumi TV. Eugene. Eugene, what I for me as a be a TikTok account. I say me I remember me di me man nti me bia ma no timbacho o de monko TikTok wala monko follow why na o de ko aso Oheneba na Asiedu Oheneba na Asiedu chada honom koneko follow me e o TikTok honom na the boys you me mama ye krumo no me senior ma chen
ya enu ya Ohene
na pom to say
adumara kwa ode sheba na also
na me na domboko
ishira kera
dog ni abusuafo ni na
dog ho ye pa nyame adom
time heba Mr.
Yes, TIME time HH dey as they say no ubeshia be me bia na capsules division seriously say bia nsuo dey no ntimi fa nante a capsules ne dey baby okobi e bi kana
yankwai
yo Oheneba da wase no ahwefo no atiefo nyina yadinchi akese ne free time herbal mixture so ye time HH herbal mixture so ye sa so na KNG company Jumeko kese ni nyina so yadinchi akese free o e ma hwe ne atiefo na afi so Kenoga herbal clinic sa so pepepe ne nchi akese e free o e ma obia na mesre ebien 3D yare se won se nsuo na hyase e se toto tintontom na hyase ba me pacho ebia malaria e na wanya bomodin so benya time herbal na wanum bie ebeboa na chese afei obi a wanum ato obi didi a wanum nya wode udidi a wontene de ba kokora nya time heba mission bi nanom na ebeboa be ma so akura to krobon ni bi mu ama chese o jonso abema mu de o pepepepe oba so so asabi ososo saa ne be ma bi akohia chese ama mpemu agro kora ya afono bo modern so benya time HH heba mission anase ne capsules ni bi no ano we general well-being eni pedua no honamu ena ni moja no eyi fi bi efiri mu na afa ma wugina abrane etimisro nya bi na bobo all the pharmacy shops drugstores ne herbal shops ne nyina benya bi ato Ohene no peye betwetwe nkomo kakra afa yare ye diabetes na diabetes asema American nyina no dodo ne nim se diabetes yare ni aduro me pa che do beka bia se ni hu enu tina Kenoga herbal clinic Dr. Nana Otafrija ti person daye for to 16 good years ni wabo adwuma so a ne ho ma asem bia no age abaso body bebre eti mesre se ansa mesha ase na medi nchiremu kakra ne asua de afa yare diabetes ho no modern so beje doctor ne friend prem ya ne ntwetwe nkomo efi se watena se me patch of friend was 0202
0202
04
04
00
00
53
0202
0202 04
04
00 53 and now 0278 37 30 18 0278 37 30 18 yo na say washase ehunu say wonsa no efemfem pa wonsa pim bade kakra bi say penase wo femfem sa na wonan no esoso eye wo me pacho yare diabetes betena wo so a eniema di say diabetes wo nipadua ma yes chire yare no sa na bitie obi also so a woda anadwo a odwo so anadwo mu ni nyina say ka wo se utiminya at least 5 or 6 hours to me rest no say mu be 3 hours to 4 hours there udi ni nyina ye Johnson fa anadwo mu afi so wo Johnson ni nyina be hu say Johnson ani ɛyɛ huro pukupukupuku sɛ wobɛtumi anya kokoduro koraa ka Johnson ni bi ahwɛ a wobɛhu sɛ ayɛ sɛ sikyire anaa ɛyɛ frɛmfrɛmfrɛm anaa mɛka sɛ dɛdɛɛdɛ sɛ wohunu saa science wei a mɛsrɛ wo sɛ tutummirika ɛfa bɔne kyerɛ Kanoga Herbal Clinic a yɛaso a yɛwɔ Espresso Adagya na mekyerɛ wei no nyinaa no obi wɔ hɔ nom a wanya diabetes nim da for so many years esikyire yare etene so wa bra onya amre ne adagye enko hospital enko check in hwɛ sɛ doctor na me kura no me nam afi mu nyinaa no ana me mfi amadui kura no me be check na mahwɛ me nipadua no de atosini ɛno nti na member ne titiriw ana metena TV ni radio so da bia me kasa kyerɛ member no dodo na all because sɛ ye nimre ne adagye ma ye nipadua enka kase ye ka ye wi so betena ka mu a wo check engine oil ehun sɛ is on point saa so na wo check onsuo sɛ nsuo wɔ tank num wo check fuel wo check wo tires wo sɛ bibia ye outlet but wo nipadua na ankasa de wonya mre ne adagye enkonko check enhwɛ sɛ nipadua no ɛtesɛn na nuane a yɛdie esikyire nuane de yɛ nkyene ni nyinaa saa ne ma wo kɔ nipadua no kɔdane glucose a ɛka wo sɛ glucose ne timi yɛ bi eyi nuane no boa nipadua no nanso so afi bedu baabi na no ɛsɛ be fight etua nipadua no etu obu a wanya diabetes na etine so a wonim na de etimi kotwa no ye be mie kro na mie kro na mie kro ne kro no enwu da afi de bedum pɛmpɛn so bi a na kro no sɛbi mesrɛ me ka yɛ kɛse a eyi nka udidi afache me afedi e wose edokwa hospital kesi ni kotwa honam akwan ba bie kro na ton edi free wo e wa bra wo ba te asefo asase so a wamfa dem die ene baaye na nso nam se wanya hwe yie wadidie mu na afi so went me run labs anas one me diagnose ni padua ni ntino afi de yare ye sikyire yare e na ababa tena wo so obi on mo smoke bebre saso no obi wo so a wonom sa bebre mintua wakono de mesre se obehye ase no atete sa ne ma we so na betimi kura ubejai kura sɛ nyɛ saa esikyire yareɛ wɔ so a de how bebree ɛna ɛbɛbrɛw mesra meka nyina esikyire yareɛ wɔ so a etimi ma wo mpɛm agudie nyina etimi ɛkɔ fam nkanka ne yɛ mɛma no etitiriw ɛboɔ no afi odi kosi a wotare na awa odi si a ensi yɛse bɛma no koti yɛbɛsie nanso nanso wobɛhwɛ wo mpɛm agudie a ne nyina ɛkɔ fam ne nyina esikyire yareɛ akɔdre nipadua ne nyina obi wɔ so so ɔyɛ ɔba etimi ma watenka nyina ɛyera sɛbi ɔne bɛma bɛhyia wie kora na se nyina ɛhyehye no biaya a yɛ nyina ekoyɛ yɛ hu yɛ obi abɛwura hɔ apie ɔno nko awura hɔ ano afa infections saa na esikyire yareɛ ne bɛtena wo so a science no ebitie etu ɔdɔfa wo hwɛ me a wotie mesra wo sɛ hyɛ ne so sɛ wo experience nneɛma a mebobɔ so yi bia tutumrika Kanoga Herbal Clinic yɛbie yɛ apono ato hɔnom yɛwɔ Espresso Adagya Dr. Tenase free anopa no nsia ɛkɔpem anwumre no nsia saa so ne yɛ adwuma efiri adwoada ɛkɔpem memenda biaya a wo bia no de wo fa ka ɛyɛ eputuagya Espresso car wo besi Ophelia Junction usi Ophelia Junction a mesrɛ taxi rank bi ho catch taxi driver wa ye crowd wa ko se me pacho me ko Adagya na mesi wo Sakora Junction usi ya be mun ultra modern clinic chese esu bi emada bomodia se odi wani be kire honom na wo beba nso so no Kanoga Herbal Clinic Dr. Tenase mesrɛ wo se me pacho surgery number yi biem Fred Dr. Mprempren na no ankasa na be pikin no ne wa twetwe nkomo friend was 0202 04 00 00 53 0202 04 00 53 and now 0278 87 30 18 0278 37 30 18 Kanoga Herbal ne kayaso yewo Espresso Adagya na me kasa fa sikyire yare hu nyina me pacho enye no nko ana Kanoga wo ba yesa if is a dodo na de adwadwo ene esu frɛ doctor said doctor ewom say time Herbal ene unu nkaye ni nyina wodwama so no ebo adwuma na ade nti na wo mie clinic ni ntimi mabi eno na doctor so dwene ho aye de Kanoga Herbal Clinic eba etimi pacho free wo so wonama kwa anu nyina de atoche mabia no fa woni kyerɛ yaso ye sɛ ye ulcer eye duodenal ulcer eye peptic ulcer oba yaso ye abenya yaresa saa na stroke yare adwodwo yare edu atofam team Kenoga yebeboa wo na wasori bema wo pa wo oba wo pa wo infertility misro pi yaso yebeboa ti yare nkaye ni nyina entoto na yasekura for ni kire Kenoga Herbal Clinic yewo espresso adeja me pacho wudu Roman Hela filling station na ubenya ye car ho straight e di abadeja saa so na ubedru eye Anraga Junction filling station wa no so benya adeja car straight ubensu ase edum police station wa no so benya adeja car e di aba me pacho me sorry bi mo 0202 04 00 53 and 0278 37 30 18 Kenoga Herbal Clinic Media Sonic Curtis Papa.
Thank you very much. 20 minutes after 8. Time up. Ebera soon. Yentra say na yen welcome Honor Francis Asenso Boache Bantma Asenso Boache, our former Deputy Chief of Staff, a former Minister for Works and Housing, a former Minister for Roads, MP for Bantama, Chief Bajontra, MP for Bantama. Now is also recognized as Umama MP Pinya, a very solid tertiary unit of our party, Tescon. Na anopei menino eba abedin komo. Chief Marchi.
Yenia. Adumo na onso e.
Adum.
Great.
As you know, a ball 8 minutes after 8. And a chairman tested me say na. Was it me MP when I'm the chairman over? This year I was testing me say oh Intina Otina Mr. Mati. Chama so chao.
Chama de minu aprekope.
Sure.
Minu aprekope. Enti o se me bus station sande na ni beje. Yeah.
Man to say
Adum. So when we say Juma ye die into Juma development so the father kone enti ene kakra so far there if you say a drum pempen so bia ebitimi aka say ya ibi na de aka yenim no ene dos eno na ye bonyankopon empire say obema ya hoden ene nyansa ne akokoduo na yetim di ato ayijima no so
right nanu wada bantma se di dini sitie se di to ba ma votes na baby ayete ebo party no hopo edwene ema party no down crack to abim afi yekote ya yese kromfimfini pa asase no kra bo kra no eno nko no etime chechire yi abusua bi ebo mudwetiri na wetimi asiesi honom amabenya Bantama constituency office. When you wake up in the morning, then you walk into the office. What does it tell you, and what do you think? Edibabe NPP party who Bantama.
Who say asida ene de manyame say wetimi ama esa eni so ade hunu ne yetimi ayi bibisa we no nyame nko ana me ye didi kan na kan asase no ho asem ewura otumfo ene yakosre no na through Bantama hene edimai which is omunyina atayechi ene minamfofo a me no mkasa say yepese BBC emeboa omusomi mu ena omososo boa ma yitim de see ene party for ene nkwansha party for panyifo including the regional chairman on the mine yitim de enti asida na me de ma panyifo kam ho nyina ma yitim see ene sa ase de be ya bit me nya be bia e be hia abrano branda to see akra dan say many of the prime presidential aspirants or more contest or more for ba na party for be kasa na meeting it means aboa pa ntimi me danya me asibiem say o ma yesa nyansa no ne kudro se bitimi ai bibisa esi ho
right parliament is saying
iguso parliament so winim we are 9th parliament a yekoto aba no ye nkrofo ni bebree free parliament enti na ye so atipa enti ye call for no na opponents no almost say minority and so na me juma pa ye bo ye leader. I got very good friend Afenyo Martin or Diana boy juma pa no ankasa ne leadership no nyina ne ye bo mu chidom no nti no ama gara for no bi afre even though say ye minority no I'm for mighty minority na ma juma pa budget yi say they see pense mu man for bo MPs na abaso pa this is true the first time sir Ghana for the mine mo bo juma pa nti no gidi say it's not just about the numbers it's about the issues abrebia na ye corners e koto aba NDC for be win abrebia betu bia na on be win na that is not our focus. If you our focus is to appeal to the good conscience of the people of Ghana. And you know, we debate here. In sima ye aba we buy na answer am be can say me break to so. E bi ni galam say. Yeah. So am don buy the informants e be call. Stop it. I'm say at that time cry no President Nana Akufo-Addo won declare state of emergency. And some by the kind galamsey no iOS state of emergency na omwan kasa no omo kana call for no omo say omonye na say in foot through na omoto egu Ghana phone we ni enuma bebre cocoa price omo ka some bomb increase no not less than 6,000 and some by you hu baby akodu we and numa be brave. For instance, mobile must be creative jobs. So Ghana phone near Jumanye be creative jobs. My two budgets. Any concrete proposal be or yeah they are critical jobs. And so also where is cut $1.2 or $1.3 billion. So they could talk playing near at the other. It shows say a new man on more kind of position. Now it was just to win votes. And so one buy no more yard for. And you know, we did say, and I'm more you to know Parliament. Any kita who dear ye the near food through this kind of interactions, engagement with through the media and all that. Remember Ghana for who say Sebi MPP by the Amidi Ghana for. Na and no beer. Yen so no your abem ebi ye ya anko yie no yenso so na wan for kasa san enuma nya yesu na be free because Oheneba there's one fact in Ghana say MPP na woso a ye yen share papa e dem put to link ko so ba Ghana that one you can run away from it. And we also acknowledge say your abem no it's natural be a bit me ayibi na ama wonya time ya ade and that we are prepared to correct our wrongs, our mistakes. Say, Yankupon ye adom say, ye say nyasa akonya ni. And non as say, any amount for a di home kutahuma. Many akonya ya, Mr. Somene were tearful, a becassa and nay.
All right. Why ye Boafo ama the former president, Onena Nantia Sana Unya Ghana for any Madumo Bay Mampenino. Obey deputy chief of staff. Then a war say if you want more. The incommand Ghana for be Arishamo Ghana for Benyamu, Nippon Bureau Honoma, Nase assassin. If you when someone John Dramani Mahama Ekaye as candidate, any day all year as president, you know, one will ask him or herself, say, then the wolf you are as a sign could be a sharp. A difference be about Nisu and then by our president Ghana for in the 2024 elections. Me
Giri say Bibia ni if you politics say you better about Ghana for say and you must say and I'm a bar me the phenomenon manifesto. Yeah. Now manifesto no na Ghana for I so at Obama. ɛnyɛ Ghana ko bebia ohwa abra Nana Akufo-Addo abra President Akufo-Addo one of our key campaign pledges say by the National Health Insurance baba is the same office. Nana abra Professor Mills and President Mahama more campaigning after Akufo no omba so me dey one time premium that was their main campaign promise. While President Akufo delivered health insurance no omo main campaign promise say omo intimi anya Nana Akufo-Addo ba our main campaign pledge was to provide free senior high school because young MPP no yet say without education no it could be ankoso and it could be a more compulsory free senior high school which is from KG Ekwa secondary school. In America they call it K-12, grade 12 up to grade 12. It could be a more ISA be a more krono ekoso because obia ye educated. Into se kobase ni pakrono krana anko university anto aso say plumber adwuma no okoyo say carpenter no okoyo bibi okoye bia nenam say wako school kakra no betimi ahyehyɛ nnoma yi na nejuma etumpon eno na ama America any all other advanced countries akoso in America we also to kwampa ko America see and I say UK na Germany obi owie secondary school na kwa obi is a plumber otimi ye adwuma hwe ne ma e de bi sie etodan China economy niti o but hanentisa omo betimi aye we nya just obi a wako school and also be a business ka say bi in western countries no the middle sector working class no omo economy no is strong because obi atimi edam music kakra basic demands basic needs exactly sana free SHS no that's the intent and purpose of it. Intino say ye kwa the next 20 years no almost no be man Ghana asesa san nyuma we say na MPP ba we think about the future development and propaganda campaign messages are omo de ba omo ntime intino enye nipa no any part no enye office no office in there just in fact you can decide to even move the office to another place but the commitment of the party our forefathers I'm talking about Danko Buzia Dombo any party from Penifua Omoma MPP Bema Nyanya Sono Omo no ena yesu afiri omo na no more da so bi say ansana ekobia be yi no e just say individuals no you prepare omo. And you can do that through education, you can do that through quality healthcare, and that's what we have done. And the Ghana, and the Ghana because President Mahama maybe can say, oh, your campaigners or say, we see schools, my building roads, we see hospitals. You are engaging in an exercise of mediocrity because I baby about maybe. But very important interventions like free SHS, like health insurance, no, and no be page of man, and that is what MPP we do.
All right. 2025, omo budget e buy, and then omaye juma ka osumini na kakana afini ko na wiye, and then comes 2026 budget. Generally, info by any chapter Ghana for on the directional NDC and a John Damani person do minor echo. Me
who say President Mahama. No akunyano so dada. And I Ghana for 12 years. Enti another 4 years awaba. Taman work a company name mu kase. Sa 4 years no dey ba no. Ultimate be na me hwen na mo ntu na bibia o bia no is to give him project his image. It's not for the development of the country. It's new na no ntu o bia no nti we me debate me comment on the budget or parliament no me boss kakra, especially on the road sector. So first of all, let's start with decentralization, where the ranking member for local government. You can say decentralization is about empowering the people to take their own decisions. And you know, Sisika and a war assembly no and yet a buying from central government, a barber catcher and say, Fausika way, Fausika way. The philosophy of decentralization is let the local people take their own decision, identify their own priorities. But what are we seeing today? Is Minister of Finance or say Musika common fund na Munyano Mufa 25% in CBBF no 24-hour economy market. 24-hour economy is so no. Omo kaya campaign time up to now in whom sabi ni so. And you know, like I was saying, say President Mahama EDP EDB, and you know, any move first is going to market. Even though if you can't say particular town, any market no move here.
Now that's you can say President Mahama the basis.
So on the me about road sector, there are very key road interventions. Now Akufo-Addo buying a starting. Sa roads is here, yeah. At the impuntuo a baby of mine. And some buy no on person best road. One person more started or more dear. Now you didn't at so. See, I make a say, so I may interchange. This year, I wish I done your major works because into a mocha. Meanwhile, there's money. Parliament approved this year 13 billion Ghana cedis for the road sector to pay contractors to work. As we speak, about half, by 7 billion, and I are spending.
Sikano.
They don't want to. For projects,
budget, but they
don't want to use the money for projects. On the toy.
Near the one about Subona Koma will be.
But I'm the also move starting. Omunyan do in Pensobia, you bet me a 2 mocha. Because I sign a bit with your contractor. This is a 1 man contract, one sign contract, what cost field, a coyer Juma. Now resist certificate and sign with me to Annika. And to more train. Say, go through that process when you know, sign with you as our contractors. Meanwhile, there are existing projects there. So with you, no almost 2 Juma. So like so I'm interchange. And several other projects are ignore. And you know, the primary consideration is about the image of President Mahama, not the development of the country. It's in the budget ni na no sana etie. You know, ama investing the money in the productive sectors of the economy. They are not doing that. Anything has to do with President Mahama's image. That is the central theme of the budget. Obakaya Abra, chief of staff, any government officials share some retreat be. As small catch them say, everything that you are doing, let the president look good. Let the president look good.
In Trump for you, Papa and Family.
You know, not necessarily saying Trump for you, Pa, Emma or mine, and I said, didn't put to every real man. And that is the whole business of President Mahama's comeback. You know, they bet me abwa man, and only Mrepi so. It's in the go be a going Mrepi, no. I think we invest in certain strategic areas within the 3-4 years now. a bit in impact on mine. Let me give you one example. Kumasi Accra dualization and a highway.
Yeah, say expressway.
Ghana Hanom expressway from Accra to Kumasi. Yeah, started that. President Kufone started from Circle to Taifa. First, na one lane, and a beam. The first we call in Krana Fansa Wom. The year to achieve highway kakraka. Now Frankoko, the year to achieve. First, Ufri Fumeswa Eba Kumasia. Now one a see I need do a carriage. These are all plans are there to provide an expressway from Accra to Kumasi. And China President Kufo free ho. Next government na nanka waba na eson ko twaso. That was Professor Mills John Mahama. Omanye ho hwe 8 years. Not even 1 kilometer of road was added onto that project. And na na Kufo Dubai and also be twaso. To be started with the bypasses. And you know Usino English na Kongo. And nay you need to road in the Biano. Kongo bet me the bear 1 hour walk.
Friday's graduate.
Say you use a dualization bypasses no which is about 72% complete. It will reduce the travel time from Accra to Kumasi to about by 2 hours. And Sana there are certain on dualized sessions as I say and so we are Accra to Kumasi 2 hours that would by Muslim to us. Again, the primary motivation is for them to do something. Yedebe Mohammedi Ebetusu. Into no to the AMs. Said your man to just after President Kufo left office. And I know the chairman of the Rules and Transport Committee of Parliament, when he was commenting on the budget, says normally Mohammedi to Mahama Expressway to Kumasi. That is the motivation. And the didn't now go waste it money at the for which will achieve the same purpose as the one that is currently under construction.
Constructing a new highway Accra to Kumasi, even at the road ministry. What goes into it? Yet Mati and Selfie says it was kind of why they imply Yati and Selfie who cran a baby say. And then the road crashes that we are experiencing on the current highway now. You bet to say the new expressway. No, doesn't add up.
It doesn't at all. In fact, question was a very intelligent question, Oheneba. I have said that to complete a highway from Accra to Kumasi, 3 lanes here, 3 lanes here. It will not take less than 6 years to complete that.
6 years?
Yes. It's not. Now, because steps we will go through. First of all, you have to do feasibility studies. A good feasibility studies will last about 6 months. Why be feasibility studies? I think I will be design. Yemfa underpass in Faha, yemfa bridge in Faha, interchange, overpass. So several interventions in the Bayern Partners, which they've already mentioned. We design area, of course, we will cost it. Then you look for funding. When you're funding a area, you have to look for a contractor. The contractor has to mobilize to sites. A big project like this, the contractor will have to bring additional machinery from somewhere abroad. And another process. And so now, what's starting a construction do baby, no say you had a rock winner how you have to break it. Do baby won't say so bunya. Ebefa obi farm, eso otua compensation. Ebefa krobi kakra, eso relocate to omo. Relocation nko no enya asem keto. So, from experience, I know say a yes simple matter, but what I say, the project is going to start early 2026, and it will be completed by end of 2028. By the time Muhammad leaves office,
expressway from Accra to Kumasi, 2026 to December 2028.
Yes,
near we.
And so, since I make a feasibility studies in ground, now, what is interesting is that the minister mentioned after President Mahama had announced, say it will take 3 years and it will start in 2026. No, it was after that. Now the minister said they are now hiring a consultant to do the feasibility studies. What you say? I don't know. International planning. Yeah, they are not.
Accra to Kumasi no person will be. That is what they are telling.
I don't know, but. Let me even come back to your point. Say, sir, make us say it will take about 6 years. What will happen to the existing road on my abandon? The road has deteriorated. No. Yeah, contractors, 2 key contractors to rehabilitate that road are saying, but they are not resourcing the contractors to do it. The bypasses, they are not resourcing the contractors to do it, but they are key. It is important to note to say about a third of the Ghanaian population, over 10 million Ghanaians, rely on that stretch. And I keep on saying it's the most important road in our country. And so no, almost the year politics.
To say be for fra, moka ewo dada na wo ho no. Say first can come so you say the same more, and then it continued to be a dead trap.
Exactly. Wow, it is dangerous. And you know, like I was saying, the decisions they are taking, is not to address the socioeconomic issues in the country. It's for their own personal aggrandizement image. So, which I don't think is the way to go. But it's a road minister, and say bypasses prices increasing. There were some variations. Said them kind. When they started construction, they who say Galamsey pacing boulders you have to use to fill and stabilize the play before you can do it. It's a lot of work. And of course, some variations. And I say that particular project, if they had done proper feasibility, and all these problems come up by identify, but it still would have increased the price anyway. And he is using the fact that basing his argument on the fact that there has been variation, so the price now cost and it's not also abandoning project. That is not rational. That is waste of resources. We don't make decisions based on emotions from the heart. We make decisions based on rational, sound reasoning, rational thinking. And I don't think that's exactly what they are doing. Yeah.
We have free office now. A quite been a year very critical. And your sport to say your twice so you can our ministry on our ministry for fra and I shall say you would my baby.
Well, me question. Me call Kumasi here. Kumasi, for the last 25 years, all the major road interventions are behind NPP are buying maybe about.
The last 25 years.
Yes. Now saying Honorable Education Minister, Honorable Haruna Idrisu. He came to Kumasi, said traffic situation is a huge one. And he spoke in Parliament, was saying we should do something about it. And in my debates, I referred to it and I said, it's because NDC, anytime they come to office, they ignore Kumasi rules. Kumasi is in terms of the transportation architecture of Ghana, no, it's at the center of Ghana. What it means is to go to the north, no, from the south, no, will be Kumasi and its surroundings. In transportation planning, a place like Kumasi, no, there are 3 major ways of addressing this transportation situation. One is the ring road, which President Kufuor did. The inner ring road. It's here Akoka from Patase to Asokwa. And no me office no any Japan for a year discussion. Also maybe funding. They are going through the process. They will come and construct. They will give us the money to construct that part. There is also an outer ringway. I must say that in the budget, in the big push program, and this for some obey. But key towards Kumasi congestion is what we also call the spokes, the roads that lead into Kumasi. Kumasi Mampong Road, Kumasi Bekwai Road, Kumasi Sunyani Road, Kumasi Accra Road, Kumasi Lake Road, Kumasi Barekesi Road. Nina will lead from various parts of the country. It will be real Kumasi. And when the roads are not, the roads are choked, it creates a lot of traffic. Kumasi Barekesi, Nansiane Ekufuado na ye. Kumasi Bekwai Ekufuado na ye. Kumasi Sunyane President Kufuor na ye. Ene beto aso ewie. Kumasi Ejoso President Kufuor na ebiem. Swami Interchange, Kumasi Offenso is part of the Swami Interchange project. Kumasi Mampong, Tafu Road, one of the busiest. Yeah, time they started procurement process. Yeah, we ena about for by ignore. So, and you know, yeah, she for Kumasi nyina and Kumasi Obuasi anu akwanta kokoba anu akwanta. You are doing it. And so no buy ignore contract the free side Kofi Joe. And it's happening in other regions as well. So there are interchange for instance, Takra the interchange and Nugua into PTC. They are buying foreign loan because of that exchange program. You have done 2 budgets. You have failed to use government of Ghana money to complete it. This is a project it's over 70% complete. Yeah. Why wait? Yeah. Why wait? It doesn't make sense. How? Because these are projects started by the Kufuor administration and they don't want to use government money to complete it. They want to start their own and do it. Jini Sampa Yeni starts here and Ghana cashew nut is one of our cash crops. In this food. The horses in the Diana free. Yes, that's it. I tell you, come down so that's the whole. All because they know these are strategic roads, but all because they want to start their own. And I said, they will do so. Now, me to my sick cry because projects are 2 years. Any the record no. So 13,624 kilometers of road intervention. It is Ghana. As against 4,636 but 2 years by the Mahama and Mills administration. And you almost want to also do something. That is fine, but you don't waste resources. Already existing ones and complete it. Because our constitution recognizes that there could be a government who will come and will not want to implement or continue the previous administration project. And so here is share constitution. So means Article 35 was so under the directive act of state principle, directive policy of state principle, directive principle of state policy. Say every government is supposed to continue the previous government. But they are not. So that is the problem. Into the whole you're asking about the budget, no. So this is here. So the whole budget is to enhance, project the image of the president, not necessarily to advance development in our country.
Works and housing. Before you came to the road ministry, an agency under your ministry was state housing. And then the rent allowance scheme more at the buy. Now what I meant to say, the current MD cassette is in the West and High State House in Ubudia will be ending because noon a Juma Koso a lot of things are happening. Yeah, Western housing, your policy document for housing, and how does this government intend to build on the Momoye at Tohono?
Thank you. So the housing there, the idea here, now yes, son, na state housing, a very vibrant state institutional. Omuno musisi dan, magana fonya bebitina. Sisi estate be brave. Me ankasa me papa otobi o no interest. Me nuanom bi etim kra. Na abra MPP e bae no. Na state housing na ekofo. State housing almost see what you call affordable housing. Magana for enya baby etima. Because omodo musi no. Ya na ne bo no form sin private you know it's a developer. Now for some time President Mahama, President Mills time no egui no mutimi si dan bi me paying workers crowd no na edemom and na ne for Dubai kofa kwabrampo for pia no ye adwuma ema American company bi o mo so esi dan am ya affordable house if no find me. Okay. It's what didn't buy and on one casa skinny ho one casa yeah o pesca a crano see we are no atom see cacrebia no atom cacrano biano the son for so no side the cosibium no marketing ye no atom and the state housing be paid yeah I feel quite know to dividend yeah magano. So the housing you say in Ghana no, there's a lot of housing development, especially in Accra, but it's the private sector. No more you few people need to meet it to be though. It's no call Accra say dan be brace cantonments in other places. Yes, see, and so some go phone to team. So government policy is to encourage housing development and be affordable for Ghanaians. At the ministry, the policy is to let government provide some subsidy so that you see that be affordable our Ghana. And you know, at the ministry, what they are doing is to provide land, for instance, because I say so. We see that you normal be a dime bo kosoro, for instance, asase. And what they call horizontal infrastructure, so be drainage, be electricity, be water, and other social amenities. So what me about me first our cost now, and no Emma housing development no ecoform, the bono eba form. That is the policy, but you started big kakra opukase, and to me and na iwie. I'm expecting the government. The new minister is a very he's from this region, so very vibrant, positive guy. I to say, which means he wants to do something at the ministry. I'm hoping that he will take that project and drive it. So that it may sit down on Nama Ghana for your baby. House is the day, sir. A crew as for Krana, and so you can also take advantage of that and also build some housing development there. So that's it.
I'm sure for non Krabwa Nessa, Wontumi TV Senior MP for Bantama, Honorable Francis So Boache, a former Minister for Roads and then Works and Housing, and Yeninu Edin Komono. deɛ ɛkɔ so nyinaa kyerɛ sɛ ghanafoɔ ɛnni arehwɛmu anaasɛ yɛntumi fa ho nto aban wei so ɔbɛyɛ biribi sonko bi ɛde ama yɛn. As you already said, aban a anaasɛ party ɛba aban wɔ yɛn hyehyɛ papa ma Ghana tumpɔn no ɛyɛ the new patriotic party. Ebufuo bae ɔmanfoɔ sɔre kɔto abɛtia yi ebi kɔ mpo ansɔre ankɔ ankɔto aba no mpo titiwa ankasa yɛne asantema ntɛm ahanom. Party ne hyehyɛ ne sɛ yɛnsa nsiesie party ma party ne ho nya akɔ no na yɛnya ahoɔden soronko mfa nkɔ 2028 election no. Saa process no ɛna yɛahyɛ ase. So far say ɛna wode w'ani di akyire a ɔno sɛ ɛkorɔ nipa dum no sɛ de obi esi run the campaign. Are you happy? Are you okay? We are the never say you never can boom no. How difficult and I say easy that process will be. And then among the 5, one kasaba to abanibi. And if I have a seek your opinion, why not for my mandate? And I say me maba enfamano before we all march together to December 2028. Chief,
yo,
the MPP today.
The MPP today say the winning no ye call Kotoaba and Koyi. Na about what there is either you win or you lose.
You lose.
In a way, very few governments and I caught 8 terms.
Yeah.
2 terms, 8 years out. But I taught almost. And 10 is in fact, in America, the most notable one was when Reagan was leaving office and the vice president, George Bush Sr. When it hardly happens. So, and Abana 2028 Abana 2024 Abana acquired. They did 8 years, but they 8 years no per se. We had challenges as a country. In fact, the world, there was a global pandemic. Emma Ekofansu so be brave about world economy. When Ghana maybe during this pandemic period, na school crashman crank school. We enquire sorry, we enquire ye public gathering. There was what you call shutdown. Na ye nyejima. Ekofansu so be brave about. Yes. And no be na and to see Russia and Ukraine. And also be brave. Ghana economy no it depending on American economy and the European economy. Listen to kwake say no production, nothing. And you know, we found ourselves in a unique situation. Whenever during that period over 80% of ruling governments are coalition be including America and the United States.
Party be not buying a Tisuno
or coalition Udinkugu over 80%. And the election I call na Ekolusu no na yade but na enyade bia ehumsa. And I don't think say it can present different candidates bia that because we were seriously challenged. And I want to by we are saying that time you catch a Ghana for say and no be senti and I want China bar you can't they were not ready to listen. And you decided say a few people decided to vote. Very few people. Majority of the people know concern both. Government buy so it's going to get worse. Yeah. And you know what we have decided to do, say a party no, it's in the right direction. Remember, when I say this, no, it doesn't mean say everything I hear, was perfect. No, there no maybe, especially the individuals in the party, being some can no maybe all this, no, the party needs to honor more to restructure the party, rebrand the party. But they can say say fa adwuma pa de yen na ye ba edi mpuntu beba enti no processes na party na e course ya ye election review you hu no be ankoyi all these things no ye be sesa before so say wonante na so to hwe a also say nante no do church and so nim say na chiachia enti no so obi tie chi so be catch you say ade a we say no entine make sure so betine na wetie. And that's the process. It's a process of renewal. I've been using the proverbial story of eagle. Kodie. Very strong bird. It gets to a point. Almost na the takrano. Nina na I week. A basa eagle. Kote pupo biso baby. Na intakrani nina tutu. Na no wo de so no mu se na eno so no asai okota ho anyagopon eyi ntakra ni nyina na asama ne ntakra foforo na no na asaba it comes back to too far no but strong and powerful. That is the process we are going through as a party now. Na yeso your party no kabi mamin kabi ensem ne de bai it be bia no to ho aba to see we are in the process of selecting our leader, our presidential candidate here Kwakoton. The party from Penny4 in and I don't know how say Omopa Kunya no normal leading. Obia se fata. Ubia se fata mo or ubia se fata ubia some party no me so no omo nyina no me no omaye adwuma either as an MP, as a cabinet minister, or as a party coming Japan. For instance, when he was general secretary, I was political assistant to Akufo-Addo. Every meeting that the party held, me Toby. So me will be a capacity. I know Brother Champon, who is a personal friend, as a colleague in parliament, also a former colleague in cabinet. The same thing as Honorable Adichum, Honorable Kennedy Japon. We were both in parliament the last time. I know Obia's capability, and I believe that Obinya sa kwani bia Robertson party ni Robertson Ghana mai. But baby a year 2028 election. Now out of them ye pedie obetimi aboa amaya winning election easily. But I know say every election I could be unique. But to be a downside. The circumstances of 2024 is entirely different from 2028. The dynamics are different. The optics are different. This time, we are not going into this election as a ruling government. Yeah. Okay. This time, we are going into election after Abenbi Ababe Kase Mumma party be Ababe Kase Munye say Mumra nearby base omuntimi so it's totally different. Yeah. I have decided that you are saying say Metro Abanibi Kofon so be seeking my opinion and I will campaign have Kofo Modomia almost so every team asem edit ato aban and in my constituency I have people there that I intend to engage and give the reasons why a particular candidate is the best possible option for us. My main penifo be a casa party businessmen, elders, but I could start party penifo pa. We neighbors Honorable Hackman, Marco Quay, with me got Tina Adakufo, got no mufie. Ebi a 1 hour ni din komo. Wow. Me ne party test conform say my office every day omo ba ho. Ni party for be brave. Enko for fra pastors akese ni enko for me enko for din town. Based on everything, I have come to conclusion that the best person who can help us win the 2028 election is Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. First of all, ono ana ya turn dada. Kana for nim no. Ye kosa election e kan say me brave fa no. And no man now walk. And ne about we buy. They are doing the same thing. Digitalization. They can disagree with him. They think that is a. Then also, Ghana for almost inipa ye pass on to Obama. And you say, Oba first time now near to Obama. It has never happened before. The only time that will be a contest for the first time that's Obama under our republic is when the person was on the seat already. It happened under President Rawlings and it happened under President Mahama. Because when you're on the seat, you have name recognition, you have face recognition, you are all over the country, the social medias platforms are projecting you, the national networks, television, radio, we are projecting you. I have traveled across the length and breadth of this country, and I know that a good number of Ghanaians, they don't vote because they get to listen to somebody like Oheneba. You don't have access to radio. You don't have access to social media. What they know is say, yeah, Barbeton or Penny we say, or Elmicrasia pay on a minimum. Many small communities, that's how they vote. They don't know what is happening in the social media. And say, I mean, my example be say about me a T-shirt in there, billboards, and supposed sort to ridicule me, say, Makokasa. But the point I was trying to make me say, we will be a yatoni dada. Now yatoni dada no, the T-shirt. I mean, my example say me free Accra Ebe Kumasi Friday. Me share nipa be 20 on the road will be a sheba of me a T-shirt. I see billboards, I see posters. Didn't know baby dada. And on one kasa no so no, we will be a or bread wase. O wonim de. Me kasa huti. Na eno na Ghana for hwe. E ma ye to abama no. Record we are we see conducting no abra hu say ye lusu. Yeah pulling a year sheets near the collation center no. We knew who's a lusu. As a Democrat, knowing very well say Ghana the way our election it may create tension. Let me accept it. Others are saying it was too early. It shows weak leadership. No. It doesn't show. When it's so obvious to say well lose no, it doesn't show. But he was thinking about national harmony, national cohesion. Say enkofa tension be amra. Na sad decision out. Oh yeah, no. Amankofo brenya do. Amano. Let me give you one example. President Kufuor. Who didn't know say President Kufuor? A very knowledgeable, intelligent, but over the years, no, because of the politics, none opponents, no, through the media, no, defining so arrogant. Yes, and the tag, they are totally so. That's what sir. Until your court in a most split decision of 5-4. Who would say, so no, President Opusu Dintino, will be training kwa. And that's a mujo be good from there. James. And a lot of our party people disagreed with him. Exactly. That time. Yeah, that's exactly. But Magana Fonia a dosu man. From that day, now there are a lot of people who want to about Marco the previous election. I'm saying, next election there, you better talk about man. And that's the same position. And Abomia finds himself. A lot of people say Abomia. Papa will say, "So in Papa, Papa will only person Munya or John Mine. Meaning, as you pass him day. Couple with the first say, we will be a Ghana and Punto some no may be fasodia a two impound day. We will be into the Masana, your toner, young bread. And I feel so no some near calf and Honda. I didn't see you now, it's only a bamboo. I find I go in a few and I go for new person number. 90s for the in some
for sabata
the woman the enemy no babeka until na me feel say ehun hia. Let's not rock the boat. Hey, NDC. When Professor Mills lost twice to Kufuor, when Kufuor lost to Rollins, we presented him again. And very near. When Professor Mills lost twice to Kufuor, they still presented him. When the Kufuor lost twice to Mills, we still presented him. When John Mahama lost twice to Kufuor, they still presented him. It was so easy to market him because already no cover Ghana is known. If you have done that for President Kufuor, you have done that for President Kufuor. If NDC did that for J.E. Mills and John Mahama, he didn't say why can't we do same for Dr. Bawumia? We shouldn't. We shouldn't. And that is why I said that it's to be politically suicidal, to be a big error on our part to make such a decision.
How do you feel when you hear people playing in religion into the discourse?
It's unfortunate. Ghana Hanom, for a long time now, we have had religious harmony in our country. Oheneba, to see our Utiwe, say, we knew be home for no. Ne say, we didn't go hospital. Doctor Obehe no, Ubusa doctor ne say, Ufre
no.
Ubusa say, Edia sum na osum. Does it matter?
No.
So if it doesn't matter when you're going to hospital and the religious belief of the doctor doesn't matter to you, if you are sending your child to school and the person who is going to teach your child his religion doesn't matter to you, why should a president's religion matter to you? It shouldn't. Now, sir, you know, omni message, and use say, you know, and it's dangerous. And even I have a tape will be a me play. Now saying this, me can see me parliament. No person me religion, tribal. You know, catch up some. You people are dividing the country. Because you see any problem, but as some rational analysis. Now a tribal politics, regional politics, and what? To me, I don't subscribe to that. Yankopon boy, you know, in nipa bako, muja oyemu. And now, obi betimi aboa ne nipa krono. So we are sorry, Crown Kobe.
Yeah.
So, beat me up. Well, my friend, my best friend, is a Muslim.
Okay.
Yeah, we met from secondary school, and and only say open make us say because we're a Muslim team. But I know he's a very good human being. So I say, you know, me feel say baby will be free and also will be soon there. Me and fa because we are in the belief. And she shared the pakode ba. Am I punto den koso about my moon and then say I don't believe in that, and those who are doing that now, they should stop that.
Some of our party people, Mate leader, minority leader, said he would have wasted Momo MPs, no, Kamoba Kamawatum, Moon Shoe, maybe a Mujina, now you're 12 years, you know, to me, a movie on.
Yeah, and only a honorable minority leader, Nadja. And I think say it could have been ideal. That's ideal, but it's not realistic. It's not practical. Hey, now I have strong beliefs. Say, Papa, you bet me I'm here winning. Then because I'm here, MP team, Mammy can be. Hey, it's not possible. It's not possible. I have to speak. Even though some of the people who are contesting are people. I know it no more tun se didi. Yeah, she say a book is your free. But some of us are not supporting those people because we believe that at this particular moment, somebody is better placed to help us win power than the one is your friend. And to me, I won't sit aloof, knowing very well, say, you the co now because of say me if I'm the party chairman or the general secretary who is conducting the election there, and I'm not supposed to. But as an MP, hey, now America is the endorsement known when Obama started his campaign. Now Obiya now was started with grassroots. Then all of a sudden, there's a very popular Democrat at that time. Refi State, no, by my friend, a congressman, I think Senator Tom Dasher, and endorse no. What was who is Tom Dasher? Dasher now endorse this newcomer. Then he was moving. Then Ted Kennedy. Ted Kennedy was brother of JFK, President Kennedy. He was senator from Massachusetts. Now he also came in. No endorse no. Now Obiya was yes. No. So those endorsements are key. But some of the aspirants, they are not comfortable with the endorsement because Sabia, they won't get key party people to do that. Unfortunately, when one part key party be now more projected. But when the majority and also one side now but policy decided here. But we don't do that just because it's purely about who is in the best position to help us win this particular election.
What do you see beyond January 31st, 2026 after the elections?
I think that say Jamia don't say a candidate in here. I'm hoping say party for uncle to a baby ama yanko kase ko second round ya de ka the kabi brain never. And some more unity na ye peno because the more na drag it say primary say the more na did this unity ba and you know young tuma omunyina tuma Dr. Baumia nya one time victory.
So then now you subscribe to the early winner here,
hey and they come back and
say I'm 12 and police station.
No. Before we go take a decision, before we go take this decision, I want your party no pa. Kenya, I see. Hey, Kenya. Now I'm for to I am piano there. No. It was a good decision. Me initially no. The buy no.
We're a bit skeptic.
Exactly. I do a bidder. But the more I thought about it, the more I realized that, hey, this is what we did. Because a chip, na in Seman Kufoki Kana and more. Sometimes we'll be create a platforms like Okasa, a presidential candidate. When you're not using Okasa, and Sembi, is a good do no. If you are fans near the DB, no, a chargeable, like a fan Sempiaba.
How difficult or easy do you see coming together after January 2026 presidential primaries?
I think say for instance when God willing Dr. Baumia is selected, he when he is speaking now so attack will be and he is in the position why be paying could be a fee and obey or brain what's kwab kasa wachi obia na me gidi se abana betum so ebe fe nti no obia no obenya time or how bia wo ne mu se ebia yesisi na na bibi nti Dr. Baumia will be in the position having run a very decent campaign on attack obia with me ko obia fi akoka chi se Mr. Bra me join me. That's what Nana Kufuor did. That's what Kufuor did when he was selected. Obia Eba. Dr. Baumia, because he is the front runner. We say Anna Jackson Ban, but he is able to manage it very well. Kufuor experienced the same thing. Kufuor do experience the same thing. But after bit could be a fee, and he's done it before.
Earlier on, Oka said we've learned a lot of lessons. We will correct the wrongs. But what's one or two things now you would want us to correct from what we did in the run up to 2024 elections now, 2028? So at least those are those are not energy.
I was saying, sir, we are in a we went through very challenging times.
Yeah.
The COVID and some year by echo say sika crazy to my my dome community to and echo fast our debt exchange program by had debt exchange program now I say you need option there if you wanted to Ghana for it was a necessary condition for us to do. But say I could do no. I see a BBC na hoto. Me say na me kaka krebi bank. Affecting. Adaje kran chen kofum say sika na affecting no. Ubet me quarterly interest. Now in 5 years time, we see it's more or less a savings a year, but saving in a hard way. But even interest in it amount. So Abutran in Jenu say Akufo-Addo say it was one of his darkest moments in government. And we say as I say next time no, you have to correct such a decision. But it's one of the reasons why the economy is coming back. Because we had to swallow a bitter pill for healing. But we suffered as a government. These people are benefiting from it. And that's why yesterday when Seka and others were speaking in parliament, and they say these people haven't done anything. But the economy has started picking up. Because of the and she shared this, we had to do that in a hard way. Swallow better pill. And now sometimes why you drink a crack, some be out the day. You correct. And prioritization of Ashanti's development.
Ashanti's development must be prioritized.
It must be prioritized for two reasons. One, even in terms of transportation, when you do road infrastructure here, it helps the country too. Country benefits. And this is about Ashanti development. The say Ashanti development also we will pay particular attention, but that doesn't mean say we will neglect other regions as well. We will not. But Ashanti, Kumasi for that matter, is a growing economy. And when you have such a growing economy now, you have to pay particular attention to such economy. Other places, we have to have our rightful place in the deployment of state resources.
Right. Chief Medase, na I'm a bit worried. Now say Ura a tertiary institutions now. Whether it is NUS, whether it's SRC elections, whatever. Campuses know where they are, it is divided. 10 TESCOM. Now no amidst omo ye SRC elections. Now say you can't identify an aspirant, the candidate go Umkrana. He's supposed to be able or yet one of us. Our TESCOM mistakes this year. I'm happy. What team na TESCOM no wo na obefe na bedu baby edu. Our tertiary institutions. I'm when this for Kotoba na Yeshua bi edi twampoa say ye to aba 72 polling stations the work tertiary institutions now. Yeah, we need 69. Gradually we are losing the tertiary institutions to the NDC. Yourself and the young MPs are more parliament, you know. What will you conversation ben amubenya, and then you rise up and then shaping the tertiary institutions, you know, any test can you be for our party?
You know, but this is a very intelligent question, and I'm glad to say even last night I was working on this matter.
Just last night?
Yes. Wow. One of the people who want to contest for national youth organizer came to see me last night and discussion a year. TESCOM ECOFOM. We have report from many institutions say I've had opportunity to speak with the national youth organizer now. Many other my colleagues, TESCOM, my secretary, the one who was my secretary who even took over from me was John Krugu. He became the EPA boss after Kokufu, and he was a candidate for Zebila. He also came to see me about it. A lot of people are looking up to me to provide some leadership in that space because of
my good self.
Exactly. Exactly. I have charged one of my colleagues in Parliament, my junior colleague, Nana Asafoje, who was at when all TESCOM war Amstead. That I know from Amstead. Now Winneba campus, He's one of the people that I was nurturing.
Okay.
Today he become a very eloquent, very eloquent party activist and a legislator. And it's my charging to say you should put together a paper for me, and after that, you know, then we use that to start engaging the TESCOM people and even the national youth organizer, so that we can revamp. Yeah, co-invest in that TESCOM co-forms. We have lost 2 elections, 96. 92 and 96 election, and I mean call university university 97. Yeah, and you know, because now you lose election, we wanted to use the TESCOM to lead the MPP efforts. We did that and we became successful. Having lost this election, I think that this is the time for us to revamp our TESCOM movement, and I'm working with my colleague, just like I mentioned that of the NASA for Jane, so that we intend to meet all the aspiring national youth organizers, so that they will have a common understanding that for MPP to do well, TESCOM must do well. So we are working on that.
Thank you very much. Meaning, say, if you have a person of Bekana.
Somebody I can't, but Kakra Bekani say, a chat one say, Santiman, Kumasiman, and you do MPP or Peppa, and my Santiman, MPP or Papa Magana mine. Nay, and Shishay, and a dim puntuni in Kosoba. We say a barbem, prefer to do trust and news in the church. This election, you lose, you know. And yet at the Bonesa. Now you could say you should be kakra. And see President Mahama already in 4 years now. We are learning very serious lessons. Nyankopon Maya Kunyana Ghana Bear Crabbery. Ghana Bear Crabbery. Into Munya Didiema MPP. Na rebuilding exercise na ye no omumwai na omumompa so mai na Nyankopon to super guso na ye candidate we are going to go round and let Ghanaians know what exactly we are coming to do. So sama yakonya ni biemu
that's Honorable Francis Poyando.
Na mentimi ya metina ha abra. Hey.
In fact, Oheneba dear Maye no yemi fe.
I have a lot of messages here. Chief, I'm going to go for myself. Omotate unkapa. Pa, Mr. Wa.
Oheneba, the beka nyina say bantima for yedamase.
Yeah.
What you say? Nana Akufo-Addo yedawase.
Pa.
Nipa we entama.
Precious treasure.
Yentenya womo. Na wunya womo suso a eyade a eboa pa. Hwe ensem a watena ha wakan. Ene adwen a wa display ato ho. Oheneba yenyina yo. Yenyina campaign na ye no yenyina kra. Everything you want him difu say. Ehun de yesu ehun ni bia. Yenyina. We are not far from the truth. And that is what I'm stressing on. Media Bantima Sensubuache. Unu credit wo loyalty towards the president. And ne nipa nyina peso mudwani free Akufo-Addo mo amunya position akese. Bantima Sensubuache. He opa Kasemfa road so no matter what obeba ba be you are no. Ene mo amunya bi kura munya na kesie mu moto na mo kansem kesie eti aban no ene edidija ahwan so hwa Sensubuache hwe se wa meye rules minister 6 months ya Oheneba
so bantem no so bantem
ade ni nyina no hwe se ne osi be change niema hwe atafo bridge because me mfa ni bridge o e won say ye interchange. What you say?
And you're going to fly over.
And you say, Kito, who says, no, or you about me for a copy of Insu? Yeah. Your co campaign war a offensive north. Ye free what ever far. I'm cramming him. Nina, I bantam sense of watching. It was about a na idea why any dear. A idea yenina no ye sum. Not particularly me the medanasi papa. Or if I come to me, bantam sense of watching at the mammy.
I don't come here, Nanasi.
Oh, na say no de yakam obi ate. Me namu ya make up nyina na da roma.
Oh wow.
O ti ase. Na de no kire ni bebra na man for the pressure.
The pressure. No na sem no.
But ya de no zo ti ho. Na say na aye issue. Eti ya de wase papa. Nyame shira. Omo o natural omo me se be ka ho. De ya ni aye din. Go kan ya na koye asenti. Ye do ase koso anya sa engagement no. Na fa bo aye. Budget by one na my information ni bibia. Yeah. I did
because my monitor last time me who were repair me who mini akwa metanku yeah series of engagement and
what you say no so kasa so a ne say e free papa on na eba wo o say me bi atwamu na ubeti ni ase papa ye say pantima kasa ne say free ho eno na maye nyina no ahotoso because the party cannot run away from President Akufo-Addo's achievement. We cannot. Na the end of the campaign. E dia be na obegina so aye campaign. What you say? Nana Akufo-Addo ejina President Akufo achievement so ene de we ne ye. Dr. Baumia obegina Nana Akufo-Addo achievement so amia we ne. So we can never run away. And he is one of the people omegina I think it is say we will defend our party and infrastructure and near thank you very much.
I mean, first year, sorry, my sports for no,